It was 6:15 a.m., and the fluorescent lights of Hargrave Corporation's grand lobby hummed softly. The marble floors gleamed under the mop in Daniel Ross's hands. He moved with practiced rhythm. Dip, sweep, ring, every motion efficient, quiet. Daniel wasn't just any janitor. He was a single father raising an 8-year-old daughter, Mia, who thought he was the bravest man alive. But bravery looked different for Daniel. It wasn't about fighting battles or chasing glory. It was about showing up every single day, no matter how tired, to keep the bills paid and his daughter's lunchbox full. That morning, the air inside the building felt tense. The staff who trickled in whispered in corners, their eyes darting toward the elevator. Something was going on. Then Daniel heard it. Soft, muffled coughs from across the lobby. Near the large windows stood a woman, impeccably dressed, with jet black hair cut in a sharp bob. Her eyes scanned the lobby, but she didn't speak. A few executives were circling her awkwardly, muttering to each other in low tones. "That's her," one whispered as they passed Daniel. "The CEO from Tokyo. Doesn't speak English." Daniel kept mopping, but he caught the flicker of something in her expression. Loneliness, maybe, or frustration. Then it happened. One of the managers tried to explain something to her, using wild hand gestures, but she only tilted her head, looking even more isolated. Daniel's mind flashed back to another lifetime, before the layoff, before the divorce, when he'd been stationed in Japan for 3 years with the U.S. Navy. He remembered the language, the culture, the politeness that was as delicate as porcelain. He set the mop aside, wiped his hands on his uniform, and walked over. The executives froze, clearly startled that the janitor was approaching their VIP. Daniel gave a small bow and said, in perfect, respectful Japanese, "Ohayo gozaimasu." "Good morning. Is there anything I can help you with?" The woman's eyes widened. Then, for the first time that morning, she smiled. Within seconds, she was speaking rapidly, her voice warming with relief. Daniel listened attentively, responding in fluent Japanese. They spoke about her delayed meeting, the coffee she'd been trying to order but couldn't communicate, and even the beautiful sunrise she'd noticed outside. The executives stood there, stunned. A few exchanged looks that said, "Who is this guy?" When Daniel finished, the CEO bowed slightly, thanking him. She turned to the room and, in halting English, said, "You're Daniel-san, very kind." The lobby was silent for a moment. Then one of the managers cleared his throat. Daniel, could you, assist her for the rest of her visit?" Daniel nodded, trying to keep his face neutral, but inside he felt something he hadn't in a long time, a quiet pride. For the first time that day, the tension in the room eased. The CEO's shoulders relaxed, and Daniel, mop still leaning against the wall, suddenly wasn't just a janitor anymore. He was the bridge no one else had thought to build.